How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to Down the Rabbit Hole. We are back with myself, Chibi, Jack, and joining us today is Rye.
Hell yeah.
Hello.
And today's topic is going to be Demon Slayer. We're recapping the Swordsmith Village arc, which is season 3, in case anybody's confused because they saw the Mugen Train stuff and they're like, that was a movie. Part of it.
Not a season.
Not a season. So let's kick it off with Chibi. Chibi, what were your thoughts about the Swordsmith Village arc?
So I've already kind of read it before. This arc wasn't my favorite when I was reading, but I was really excited to see it animated. I'm not going to lie to you, I kind of forgot what happened. So going in, I was like, I don't remember what happens. So we're about to find out. But honestly, as it progressed, I was excited, to say the least. I think they, I won't say it right now, but I think they did an amazing job with the last couple episodes in particular. So kind of went in not really remembering what to expect. Not super excited just because the prior arc was so it hit.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was my thoughts.
Jack, you? After I kept bugging you about watching the damn season.
This is fine.
I know. I was gonna wait till the whole dub part came out, but I was like, "Fuck it! I don't want to be left behind." And everybody talk about it, and it posted all over fucking Twitter
and TikTok
and TikTok and everywhere. I actually enjoyed it. I didn't see it going in the direction it did, but I like it. And I'm interested in seeing how that pans out in the Hashira arc.
The training arc, which should be a couple of episodes.
I'm interested to see if they're gonna elongate it, or if they're gonna try and.
I've heard about that.
Do you think they'll turn that into a movie instead?
I mean, they could make it they could literally make it like an hour long, maybe, something like that.
Yeah.
I think it's like only 4 chapters in the manga, if I'm right. Yeah. Then you get straight into the final arc. Right. What'd you think of season 3?
I had no expectations at all. Only because everyone was hyping this arc up. No, it was like gonna be the best, So I said, you know what? I'm gonna put that aside. I'm gonna watch it for myself. Overall, it wasn't great. It was good for me. I never read the manga, so the ending was very what the fuck? Like, come on. I was completely thrown off by the end. In a good way, right? It was very, very mellow for me up until the end. So,
yeah,
for the most part,
I've seen a lot of people's reactions either being like, "This is one of the best arcs in anime," or "This could have been just a movie" and stuff like that. Well, for the most, I mean, they're not. I didn't expect them to kind of cut everything the way they did. 12 episodes. They had 2 hour-long episodes. Right now, it's 11 episodes. 2 hour.
Yeah, and then the last one was an hour, which I didn't even realize until I started watching it. I was like, "Wow, this is a really long episode," and then I was like, "Oh, it's an hour long." Because I also was kind of "Damn, they're just gonna do 11 episodes and not 12,"
Well, because the first episode was an hour. And the second episode, the 12th episode's an hour, or 11th episode's an hour. So you got a lot of good content. This first, it was a bit slow.
I think it was definitely slower.
A setup too.
Yeah,
it was a great setup into the next arc, right? Which I got spoiled on TikTok because.
No, I was just gonna ask you, what are your expectations for this next season?
I saw glimpses of it, just certain panels, and I'm like, I have so many questions, but also I'll wait for that anime to just come out.
I think Twitter really ruined it for me. Everybody was sending screenshots of the fucking of what happened.
Well, I mean, TikTok ruins everything, bro. They post full movies on there. I had not watched Across the Spider-Verse, but I did when I was on TikTok. I was like, I'll just scroll through this dude's feed, and it just had the entire film, and I was like, sure, why not?
Yeah, that was the same for Doctor Strange too. I was just like, I'm so excited to watch this, and then next thing I flip through TikTok, and it's the entire movie.
Yeah, I'm waiting for
These
Mission
days
Impossible.
You have to stay away from social media somehow when you really want to watch something.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait for the new Mission Impossible just to roll up on TikTok, and that's how I'll watch it.
So, bro, let me just watch it online for free.
Might as well.
I'm gonna do it
in the comfort of your own home, of course.
Absolutely.
Yeah, why not?
Why not?
No brainer.
So, I mean, what was the big payoff, Chibi, for the season? I mean, obviously we learned that Nezuko is She's the chosen one. She's the one that
the chosen one.
The chosen demon, the one that Muzan's been looking for.
Dude, when he fucking lost his shit at the end and just like killed like everybody in the house, I was like, oh my god.
Well, it also reinforces the fact that he's like the dumbest fucking like antagonist.
Oh, he's awful.
Ever.
I think he's like the worst antagonist.
He might be one of the dumbest because he ends up killing like the family that actually knew where the blue lilies were. So,
yeah.
It's just fucking awkward.
I think for me it was the whole thing with Nezuko, and also I really liked the Miss Tashira.
Muichiro?
Yeah, Muichiro. I love Muichiro, and actually getting to see his backstory. I don't know, his backstory always got me. And like seeing it animated, I was in tears, man. I was in straight tears.
Yeah, this is kind of the season where they stop like pulling punches a bit in terms
of
like,
no, they start fucking around.
The graphic violence and stuff like that, or the way they were killing, especially when I think who was it, the fifth upper, who was like straight up taking some of the villagers and then pushing them together.
Oh yeah,
that was fucking brutal.
And I think
the guy that has like the different
he was like in the vase,
anger and joy. And...
Yep.
No, the guy in the vase.
Yeah.
I don't remember the numbers.
That's the fourth.
Oh.
Yeah. We put some in the vases and stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
Molds them together.
I really appreciated the contrast of, you know, how they all have the mask and they look so silly and funny. And then the moment they were broken and shattered and you saw, you know, pieces of their face, it was terrifying. Like it gave me chills. I think it made it more terrifying for me, like seeing them, you know, get eaten and mushed and just their fucking mask broken in half, and then you see the blood and like their actual faces. I was like that was a great animation, honestly.
Yeah, they did a really good job of kind of showcasing like how fucking horrific some of the demons are. Like holy shit. Was it he was like twisting the sword, I think it was, right? Or something, and like it forced like one of them to scream out in agony and pain and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I was like, this shit got dark.
Painful.
That's what I'm talking about.
That was painful to watch.
He said this is what I wanted.
Oh man.
Well, I mean, essentially if like you're ready for like the next Jujutsu Kaisen season, like Jack is.
No, I'm not.
Because
I just watched the first episode.
I haven't watched it yet. Don't ruin it.
I'm not gonna ruin it, but I read like that they're actually adapting like the entire Shibuya arc, which is fucking brutal. Cheap is gonna cry a lot.
I got spoiled on TikTok because I stopped at a certain part, and then I saw something on TikTok and I had to keep fucking reading it, and I was like, damn, I'm gonna be in so much more pain than I initially was.
Super brutal.
Let's just say.
Yeah, I feel like, by the way, with the Hashira, like Kenroji, the love Hashira, her fucking backstory is just more funny.
I love her backstory. It's so cute. Like I feel like hers is the only like not super tragic one.
She's like just super muscular and powerful. That's all it is, you know.
My girl who just loves the mochi, the sakura mochi, and it fucking she ate so much it just turned her hair and all that.
And no one would marry her because she was just far too powerful and shit. I was like, that's just unfortunate, man.
I love her so much.
Oh, she's great. I like her fighting style too. Like I was wondering how that was gonna look when it got adapted because I was like, it's kind of like a whip sword.
She's the one with the little wavy sword, right?
Yeah, it's like a whip sword.
Yeah.
And then
it was very unique to her.
Yeah, it was a very one.
Yeah.
So I really like that. I also like people finding out that Sanemi's brother, was it Genya? Is that his name?
Genya,
yeah, where he's fucking eating demons and shit like that.
Oh my god, I forgot that's where it like kind of shows it.
That's a big fucking reveal too. I like Tanjiro's like fucking you like see him spit out the tooth and he's trying to be his best buddy as he's getting shit talked to the entire time. He's like, dude, don't you get it? I don't like you. He's like, yeah, but we're friends, you know? Like he's like, you broke my arm. Yeah, that's okay though. You hit that girl, you hit that kid. I was like, you know what? He's fucking making a ton of sense. It's weird though because like this is one of those anime where it goes from like really funny to like really bloody violent. And I think it was like in the contrast of like almost the same scene where fucking they got attacked by I think the fifth upper moon, who just pretty much just started ripping the entire like place apart. And then I think Genya comes out with the fucking blicky, right?
Oh my god, that was
wait, fucking American breathing, bro.
Yeah, he doesn't have his breathing style is USA form, second breathing,
First Amendment,
Second Amendment breathing.
Second Amendment, Second Amendment, American breathing, Second Amendment.
I got so thrown off.
I love
That
that
shit
scene.
was so funny.
That was weird in the manga too. I was like, what the fuck? Why does he have a sawed off shotgun, bro? Yeah, man is super fucking accurate too. God damn.
It rains freedom down.
Yeah, I would say like in terms of like really hype moments, I feel like watching Muichiro absolutely cut down an Upper Moon by himself was fucking amazing because it really shows you just how more powerful he is in comparison to, fucking was it Tengen? The Song Hashira? Yeah. It's because like there was like this people were like saying on these rankings on TikTok and on social media, and they're like, why is Muichiro so high? I'm like, dude, this kid is like a prodigy.
Dude, he's insane.
He was like 12 or something when he became a Hashira. Like he completed that shit early. Dude's an absolute fucking monster.
And I think I liked his style breathing, like fighting style the most. Like the mist is so cool.
Yeah.
Like I don't know, it's my favorite. That was gonna be my question later on. Like, what's your guys' favorite? So,
but I mean, so far,
yeah,
because you don't really see the. Oh no, you do. In the source in the training arc, you do get to see Sanemi and what's the Guillaume? You get to see their breathing styles, and it's fucking brutal.
But yeah, so far the mist is my favorite, just because he just. I don't know, man. When he was in that bubble, I was like, damn, he just is this where it ends? I forgot.
That story was just super fucking sad.
Yeah.
Which one, Jack? Muichiro.
Muichiro's, yeah.
What his backstory? Twin? Oh, his twin dying as he was like clutching onto him.
Yeah.
Jesus,
it's fucked up, man.
Yeah, I mean like that. So that moment when he was like beating that demon to death and staking him pretty much.
Oh my god! Like he blacked out. And
so like that, I don't know if you guys ever watch Bungo Stray Dogs.
I've heard of it. Actually, haven't.
There's a scene that really reminded me of that, where this guy, he's actual best friends with like the main assassin. They do like a prologue of him, and when they're talking about him, like what he used to do is that he was a hitman, and he had this ability to see like 4 seconds ahead in the future. And so he was going back to help feed these kids because he was helping take care of an orphanage. And then on that day, like other contract killers kidnapped the kids, put them in a van, and then blew up the van. That's when the show got super fucking dark, right? And there's a scene where he talks about how he was just screaming, right? And he's like, I could only hear this sound, but then I realized it was me because my voice was starting to go. And I was like, that's exactly how Muichiro was. He just like blacked out in rage and just proceeded to do like the most heinous shit to this monster.
And like you said, he's like was probably like 11 or 12 when that happened.
Oh yeah,
that's so sad.
And the fact that he did it's like, dude, how the fuck are you so strong? What was his family doing? It was like woodcutting and shit like that, right?
Yeah, I mean, think about it. That's all him and his brother did for years after his parents died. And let's talk about his fucking parents dying. That shit was sad as hell. Oh my god.
Yeah, like when they start getting into the other Hashira's backstories, like, well, Chibi, you know.
Yeah.
Like, some of it's like, dude, it's like, what the fuck?
I'm interested in seeing what's his face? Guillaume?
Oh, his backstory? His backstory is sad too.
Well, he's got.
I think the
sad Hashira.
Yeah, I think the only one that wasn't sad was the love Hashira.
Yeah,
like, it's just funny.
She's just happy-go-lucky and shit, which is
like my girl. We love her.
It's my favorite thing. And then she's fucking who's her fucking love interest? It's Obito, right? The snake.
One with the snake.
Yeah.
Which I love because they're just so like opposites.
He's like, I bought you socks. Like,
you gotta wear them.
She got super excited.
That's what you get somebody at like a work fucking function. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got you.
She loved it. She never got stuff before, so she was like, for me.
Did anything happen to her parents, by the way, her family? No, right? Like,
she was so strong. She's like, let me go help people, type of thing.
She just
I can't get married.
Yeah.
She's like, I can't get married. Let me just go help people.
She was talking to Tanjiro in that one scene where she's like, I'm here to find my husband.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, when she ran down the stair.
Yeah.
Him just stressing the entire time, right?
Yeah, nose bleeding.
Yeah.
No big deal, you know.
I still think so. Like, I'm gonna talk about our favorite moments. I think my favorite moment was when Muichiro and Nezuko meet and they're talking to each other and like they're imitating each other's like antics and shit like that. Like Nezuko has her hands fucking crossed, like leaning back and forth, and then Muichiro does the same shit. And I'm like, what the fuck? And then I was like, what the fuck is this? It was really funny. I like that.
That was cute.
Right. What was your favorite moment for this season?
It was very unexpected when Tanjiro was using thunder breathing, or like sort of like thunder
Oh
breathing. You
yeah,
know,
yeah.
when he just like
Are you saying
zoomed off.
Are you saying it's when he went anime protagonist and just had to, break limits that
Yeah,
other
I was just
shooters
like,
couldn't?
bro, you're already at your limit. Nope. Plot armor, just uh, very unexpected. I kind of expected only because I was like, oh, he knows sun breathing and he knows like a form of it, right? So he knows at least that much to access other breathing styles as well.
The dude is super adaptable. Is like what
Yeah.
I've
Oh
learned
yeah,
pretty much. Like
yeah,
Well,
besides the
you
plot
you, you
armor.
begin to see how
yeah.
powerful he really is.
I mean, by the way, that was fucking brutal when he like tore his foot up and he like took
Oh
that
yeah.
step, and I was like,
Oh
dude,
yeah.
Ufotable was like, you guys want to see a foot just like cripple on itself? We'll
Oh
show you.
yeah, and
It's like
and
the
that
fuck?
animated fight scene, him and the upper rank,
I swear
the
it's either the fourth or
multiple
fifth. Yeah,
emotions
yeah,
guy, right?
that dude's
Um,
awesome.
holy cow! Just
Yeah, I
whoever
mean, like
animated that part.
that scene was amazing. He like pulls his sword up and then starts dashing right through, and I was like, holy fuck! I was like, what? And then Ufotable was like,
Right.
all right, cool, our work's done here.
Right. And then you see a glimpse of like the past Yorichi, right? Like
Yeah.
just that was really cool.
Potentially, the original Demon Slayer, the most powerful Demon Slayer.
Oh yeah.
Talking about the upper moon.
Oh
one, right?
yeah.
No,
Wait,
Yurichi.
does Jack know about Yorichi or
Well,
like?
he's watching the show. Yeah,
The guy that
it's
he got his earrings from.
yeah, the Hanafura earrings. Yeah,
Mhm.
that's
Mm.
Yeah.
Yurichi is
Yeah.
the original, like pretty much the OG Demon Slayer and the most powerful.
Right, but it might. All right, now I don't know if I'm jumping too ahead,
Do
but
it.
is he the
Do it.
upper rank one?
He's not.
No.
Because they look alike.
He's not, but there is a connection there.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll
I
let you.
love
I'll let
this
you
when
figure it out. Go ahead.
Cook on it. Cook
Yeah,
on
but
it.
all right, I have a guess, but
Go,
I'm
yeah.
gonna wait.
I'm just gonna answer the question. Go ahead.
I know.
Fuck it. If you're watching right now,
What
spoilers.
Are they twins?
No, they're brothers.
Brothers. Okay. Well,
Yeah.
I mean, twins are brothers, but
They
okay.
have like they're brothers, and fucking their backstory is actually tragic. Like Yurichi's is
I really
like,
want
super fucked up.
I want to know that backstory. That's probably something
I
I'm
think
looking
that
forward to.
should be upcoming. Yeah.
Yeah. I want to say it'll probably be in the next arc for sure because they say it pretty, not like too far.
I think
past
they
this,
they
like.
actually start talking about Yurichi's like backstory too in the show. So
Yeah.
Got it.
yeah, you'll get to learn a lot about it. That's why a lot of people. I was like, oh, I wonder if people are figuring out that like that they look exactly alike.
Mhm.
Well,
You have
as soon as I
to.
saw him, yeah, the opening for this season,
Mhm.
when they have the meetup with
Yeah.
all the upper ranks, and then you see him, I'm like, holy shit, he looks like that one guy.
Yeah.
You're like, wait a minute, it's connecting.
Jack's like, hold on here. The hamster starts churning.
The wheels turning.
The wheels turning slowly. He's like, come on, Jack. He's like, wait a second. They're cousins.
They're related.
Those two are work associates.
He's adopted.
They went to the same barber.
Oh my
God
god.
damn.
Shut the fuck up.
He's a double agent.
He's like, when I tell you, like, that dude is an absolute fucking monster. Like, when they get to that fight, it is
I'm so
absolutely
excited.
amazing.
Yeah,
Even
I'm-
like reading
Yeah, the
it,
guy's a menace.
Mm-hmm.
even reading that fight, I was like, holy shit, there's a lot going on, and almost no one can fucking take him on one-on-one. It is absolutely fucking amazing. Like, because like, when you see Doma, same thing when you see Doma. Most people think you look at Doma, he's probably a bitch. Doma's not.
No, that's why he's ranked 2 for a reason.
Doma is a fucking monster too, dude.
Okay, honestly, out of everybody though, fuck Doma. That's
Yeah.
what I gotta say about that.
He probably has like here's what I loved also about this season is that dude, fuck these like demons backstories, by the way. Tadro was like, you gotta pay. Straight up.
He's like, I don't care anymore.
Muichiro didn't even give the dude time to get into a backstory. He just decapitated him and then chopped him to pieces. Is like, yeah, I got too bored. I was like, dude, that kid is cold.
Another
as
reason
shit.
I love Muichiro.
Dude, he has like
Hard.
like in like one season, right? He had this like really stoic fucking melancholy look on his face. Meets Tanjiro and Nezuko. He's like, I like these two.
I fucks with him.
Yeah, in the fucking manga, he just curses a lot too. Talks a ton of shit.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Like Muichiro talks a ton of shit. It is insane. So it is interesting.
Another reason.
Jack, what was the Jack? Didn't you talk about how you almost cried? with the Nezuko.
That was a
scene?
sad ass scene, man.
That was.
Especially when they start going back and everything they've been through.
Was that your was that your favorite scene?
Was it my favorite?
Because I agree with Ryan. My other favorite scene was when fucking Tanjiro went beast mode and decided to decapitate. Was it 4 of them? I think.
Yeah.
I think it was 4.
Yeah,
of
I'd
them.
say so.
That
I
shit
think
had my
that
blood
moment when you
pumping.
realize that Tanjiro is like this insanely powerful person, and do they call him a Hashira yet?
No.
Okay,
He has the potential for it and stuff like that. It's like
yeah, and you can see it.
But essentially, it's like most of the time when Tanjiro gets close, he has like he can't breathe or something because he doesn't really control. He goes a little bit too crazy, you know. Happened in the second season. In the third season, he just ran out of like energy.
He's it in the training arc. It'd be all right.
I mean, it's kind of crazy because the training arc is pretty much just like rest, recuperation, and then the pretty much push to the end.
Yeah, final arc, bro.
And if they pull an Attack on Titan, they fucking like see final season part 3, part 4, and the movie.
Okay, Attack on Titan
longer than the training.
The final arc's fucking long, dude.
Oh yeah.
They should make the training arc a movie if it's going to be just a bunch of wrestling.
The final arc has so many moving parts, like the way it kicks off, the way they enter in, like the fucking that Infinity
There's no
Castle.
way they're gonna do one season. There's no way.
Yeah, Ufotable's like they're gonna pay the shit out of Ufotable and be like, "Yo, bro, how much do you want to animate this? Like all of it?
How much do all of it?
Oh yeah,
I mean, it's a money making show.
Oh yeah, 100%. It's wildly popular. I think the day the episode first dropped for season 3, I'm pretty sure they had like, I don't know, well over 100,000 reviews on it on Crunchyroll. I was like, holy shit, man, chill. Like this just came out. You motherfuckers are already talking about it. Same thing with JJK, bro. Like, dude, because the episodes come out on Wednesday, right? I think for us, dude, on Tuesday on TikTok, like stay off today because somehow someone's gonna have it uploaded already. So they're gonna spoil what happens. It's like Jesus, man. Same shit with like Demon Slayer.
I want to have to wait a week per episode.
I hate it. I'm so bad.
And then binge watch.
And then binge it. That's how I am too. I just like I want to know.
Gonna piss me off. Like it's gonna get to the end where they always do that shitty ass cliffhanger, and then you gotta wait a week to figure out what the hell happens.
That's how manga readers are right now.
Yeah.
JJK, we're like,
I heard.
Like, what's going on?
I spoiled it for myself.
Oh yeah, you see that in the comments. You know, like I had just watched JJK today, and there's a lot that I don't understand, and I'm like, oh, I'm very interested about finding more about the story, like the backstory at least, right? It's very interesting. Right now I'm super confused, but it's okay. Because I have access to Crunchyroll, and we're gonna have a grand old time.
Yep, there you go.
That's basically all it is, man. Just waiting, mostly. Yeah. Chibi, you had a question about this season. What was it?
Yeah, but I wanted to say my favorite part because you didn't ask me.
I apologize. I don't.
Damn. My favorite part was, other than like the whole Nezuko thing, I can never say his fucking name. The guy who makes Tanjiro's sword was
Tokito. Tokito.
How do you say it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Well, his whole thing with like making, like he's like fine tuning Tanjiro's the sword, like the whole fucking thing, and they're like, it's dying, like go save him. He's fucking like.
I'm glad that's what you focused on because all I ever saw in the comments were like, look how handsome this man is. Like that was essentially all everyone was talking about.
Handsome. But like, I just loved how fucking comical it was, like him literally just getting the beat the hell up, like the vase guy was like, what the fuck is this guy? He was like, what is this guy?
He's like, why is he not stopping?
He lost.
He's like, I wonder like how much I can beat him up before he flinches.
I think he lost his eye, and then I think he's lost like some feeling in his hand too.
Oh my god.
Yeah, they
I didn't know he actually. I didn't. Sorry. My co-host is mad. I haven't asked him a question about what's going on, so I'm sorry, Bean, but you know you can wait. But yeah, I didn't know he lost an eye. I forgot about that. I thought it was just.
No, it was pretty brutal. I don't like when they showed him. I was like, he's really fucked up. And in the manga, they like confirmed like he lost vision in one eye. I thought he lost I thought he lost his hand, but I guess he just lost feeling in his hand or some shit like that. But anyway, that dude's a monster because he was just straight up like bullying everybody and nearly killing Muichiro.
Especially at the end when fucking Muichiro like throws the sword, right? And like what's his name? The other small swordsman.
That one
kid that I love so much that I was like, if he fucking dies, bro.
Yeah, I
can't
mean,
remember his name. He's so
Tetsu?
cute. Yeah, he's so cute. And like when he, oh my god,
Boone.
Bean.
Blade.
He's like, did you watch Dr. Stone yet?
he's like, why'd you turn off Dr. Stone, Mom? Yeah, Kotetsu. I was like, bro. Sorry, you're gonna hear barking in this video,
That's fine.
guys. And he literally was still fighting to get the sword. Like, I thought it was hilarious.
Yeah.
So that was my favorite part. Thank you. Other than the fucking Tanjiro fight, Nezuko, and also the fight with the Miss Hashira.
Yeah.
Muichiro. That shit was
Solid.
so good.
So now you have your question, right, Chibi?
I did have my question.
Okay.
So far, like not even just like who's your favorite Hashira, but what has been your favorite breathing like / fighting style? Because mine, as you know, is the mist one. Spicy.
I think the thunder. I
You
just love
thunder breathing.
I just love the way it looks. Like just like the speed
is
of it and
pretty
stuff like
cool.
that. And although you've only
Mhm.
seen like one move, right? The
Thunderclap.
Thunderclap
True.
Flash.
Thunderclap first form.
The one move. It is fucking really cool looking. And it was like the first time they ever showed it was amazing. And then
with a slow-mo?
Yeah.
Zenitsu? Oh,
Like-
man.
first time they showed it, I was like, this is fucking awesome. And then they showed it
Yeah.
like, season 2. That was crazy. Just how he just pretty much went God mode. I was like, what the fuck, man? I was like, look at the holy plot armor, Batman. The man's asleep.
yeah.
And
Yeah,
then and then fucking Tanjiro, like with a broken foot. I assume that was a broken foot, right? I mean,
Yes, I would
and he,
say so.
And he did that shit with a broken foot. I'm like, dude, chill. All right. What's next? You gonna do misbreathing? Just copying everyone, you little bastard. Jesus.
Yeah, I thought his calves just gave out. Like it was just obvious that he was going to just like fall, and then plot armor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
Gotta save people. That's
Oh,
that's essentially
man.
how like all the shonens go. They're like, you're like, dude, he's
Right.
dead, right? It's like, no, man, he missed my vitals by an inch, or like my heart was on the wrong side or something.
My heart was in my brain.
That was a Nosuke, right? Nosuke's like, I can move my organs around. I was like, dude,
That
physically you
shit had
can't,
me in a
brother.
chokehold. I thought it was so funny.
But yeah, so mine would be like the thunder breathing.
Okay, Jack.
I think I'm gonna agree with you there. Second would be fire, but like I said, the way they presented that thunder breathing the first time with Zenitsu was probably the most amazing thing to watch.
Oh, really got you hyped up.
Yeah. Okay. Right.
It'll always be the water Hashira, Giyu, right? Like that one scene in season 1.
Oh, he does the
where
calm, like we like calm the
Yeah.
waves and shit like
How-
that. Yeah.
I was just like, what is that gonna do? And then
Yeah.
decapitates. I'm just like, huh? What? That has been imprinted in my mind, and I even to this day I have like yet to like even if I see like something, for example, the thunder breathing, thunderclapping, right? Like I've also seen leaked manga panels of
Yep.
like, I'm like, oh, that's pretty cool, but it's just I continue to go back on the water Hashira and like just, whoa, there's more to it. I know it.
It's really funny because like Tanjiro is technically a water pillar. He doesn't use any water.
He just sun breathing.
Yeah, sun breathing. It's like, holy shit, man! Why is that so overpowered?
I'm not gonna lie. I completely forgot that Tanjiro had that at all.
Right? That was a
you
huge
literally
thing.
just said that, and I'm like, oh shit.
That was such
he
a big
does.
thing in his development in season 1, right? Because
Yeah.
he was combining water breathing and sun breathing, and you're like, holy
Yeah.
shit, that's amazing. So you're gonna use water breathing again? No.
No.
Like, from
Never
now
gets mentioned.
from now on, hose, I'm exclusive sun breathing, and that's pretty much what it's been, dude.
It's like shit. Okay.
Yeah.
Fuck.
So I didn't read the manga. So at first I thought, oh, okay, this is gonna go the same route as Naruto, where he's gonna be trained by Giyu, and then something happens to Giyu. So when the Mugen train happened and Rengoku hit a donut, right?
Yeah.
Like, just
He went donut shopping.
I was just
Set your
like,
heart
whoa.
ablaze.
It's too early.
They
it's
sure
too
did set.
early.
They sure did set his heart ablaze, Jack.
Yeah, that did.
Yeah. And I
Alright, I
actually
gotta
thought it was
go.
gonna be Giyu because it was just like, oh wow, he's gonna show him training Tanjiro, and then this is gonna be it. But I guess the manga says different. So I should start reading the manga.
Well, how close have they been sticking to the manga?
Oh, it's straight up, dude. So
Yeah, I
like
was gonna
here,
say, it's
so
pretty
so Jack, because you're relatively new to this, so I'll explain how this works. Generally, when they are adapting something, like adapting a manga, if it's completed, you are going to see pretty much shot for shot. Like they might adjust some panels. So like for example, when they had the fight in season 2, right? That end fight, Tengen, Upper Moon 6, Tanjiro, right? Essentially, they didn't show like half of the shit that you saw on screen. Ufotable was just like, step the fuck back, we got it. And then they just started doing all the other shit. But for the most part, it's been shot for shot. That's what they do. So like when some manga come out and it's ongoing, what they'll do is that they'll go in and say, we're gonna go ahead and just adapt what we have, and then what we don't have, we'll just kind of make up, or at least be in the same ballpark.
Now, does the manga write to that if it wasn't?
No, the
completed?
manga can go in a completely different direction. That's Full Metal Alchemist. Like
Yeah.
FMA when
That's
it
why
first
they did
released
Brotherhood.
was completely fucking
Got
different
it.
from Brotherhood. Like I think like episode 12-ish is like when they went like, yeah, we're going straight for the manga. But I remember watching both and going like, this is not the same anymore. I am confused.
And that was a lot of people's issue, and that's why they remade it with Brotherhood, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, like, but that's what people wanted in the first place. Like, dude, like FMA was crazy popular in the early 2000s, and then they said like, let's do the same thing. And then so when FMAB came out, people were like, holy shit, this is it, and it's fully realized potential. And it's kind of like the same thing with like with Black Clover, right? Like when they literally stopped making the show, it was pretty much out of respect for the manga.
Yeah.
They were like, we're gonna wait for you to get ahead, because I think they're in their final arc right now. And then we're going to go ahead and press. Same thing with Mashal. Like Mashal actually just finished up its manga. So
That's what I heard, yeah.
Yeah. That's essentially what they're trying to do. Like JJK is like fucking, I think, in its final arc. If Geiji's not like a fucking psychopath about it, because he's gone off the fucking rails with the way he's like written his shit. Like a lot of stuff feels rushed. But like that's just generally how they do it. Like Chainsaw Man's the same way. Like when they get to part 2 for season 1 or part 2, whatever it is, or season 2, it's essentially going to wrap up the first major arc. But that's basically how it works.
There is, yeah.
There's a lot of like,
no one is sleeping. I guess no one is sleeping.
No, at Mappa,
yeah.
fuck no, dude. There's an anime out right now called Zombie 100.
I was just gonna say that. I watched the first episode and I was like, Mappa is screaming for help.
Yeah, so I've read the manga, and like Zombie 100 actually identifies they're called black companies. And they're really exploitative. And for those who don't know, like in Japan, like the work culture over there is intense.
It's really
I've had a friend work in a black company before when I used to live over there, and that shit is real. You do not go home. Yeah. It's a lot of yeah. You do not go home. You're pretty much working in office 12, 14-hour days. Just
overtime is a thing there. But I heard also they allow some nap times.
Brother, you don't, dude. If you're working almost like 3 to 4 days straight, like some nap time is not going to help you.
Oh no, I mean, of course not.
It's going to outright kill you. But also, Zombie 100, watch that too, because I think that Netflix finally maybe found someone to animate it correctly. So it was pretty good. I
mean, yeah, I watched episode 1. It was pretty solid.
Yeah, because most of their adaptations are usually like really bad. Like was it The Way of the House Husband, which was fucking.
Oh, that made me so sad.
They made that shit. Way of the House Husband is probably one of the best mangas out there right now, and they fucking made it like a
a flip book.
Yeah, like a flip book. I was like, what the fuck did we just do, man? Like, could we not afford
this? I was like, bro, come on.
Because you see so many slice of life anime that have like some of the most amazing, like flat out amazing artwork and animation, and then they did that shit. I'm like, come on, man, you know?
Yeah.
Just hand it over to Affordable. But you know, Rye's right. Mappa's not sleeping. They have One Punch Man coming out. They have like 6-7 more projects down the line.
Oh my god, yeah.
Chainsaw Man's coming out. They have Hell's Paradise season 2 coming out.
Jesus.
They have so much shit. And you can kind of see like sometimes the animation quality in some of their other shows has kind of dipped. It doesn't look as good as like the first JJK with some of the big Mappa projects they have out. Like Hell's Paradise, dude. Listen, I'm a huge fan of that manga. I think it's fantastic.
Oh, I remember you were telling me this.
I think it's a must read. I watched the show and was like, why does the animation not look great? This looks kind of fucking janky right now, dude.
I'm not gonna lie. If you didn't tell me Mappa made it, I would have had no idea.
Yeah.
I would have no idea.
Because you expect like super high quality from Mappa.
Yeah.
Right? You're just like, holy shit. But they're probably like stretched fucking thin. Like,
for sure. You can't be mad at them for it.
Like One Punch Man, I think season 3 will look really good, but it features, I think, the one arc that is, I want to say like super resource intensive. If you actually go into the manga and see like some of the shit that he has drawn, the actual creator of One Punch Man, dude, I have no fucking clue how Mappa's gonna do it, because we're talking uber fucking detailed, and people were very upset that season 2 looked like, you know, I'm not saying looked like complete shit, but it wasn't great in compared to season 1. You know what I mean?
I don't even think I gave season 2 a chance, just because like I watched the first episode and I was like,
it wasn't Mappa that was animating it, right? It was another studio.
No, it was so they went from Madhouse, which is a really good animation studio, to I can't remember who it was, but a lot of people were like, "This is a downgrade." Obviously, they're introducing a really good fucking villain and the hero killer, and it was like, this is not good, like in comparison. But season 3 has like probably one of the most hype fights, and I just people are gonna be very upset if this is not animated.
I've actually seen random animators, like just not part of Mappa, who just animated this entire manga panel, and it was great. And you just see in the comments like, "Damn, don't let Mappa find you right now."
So the one what Rye is talking about is that there's a character named Blast. He's essentially the number 1 hero, and he's holding his fist together and he's creating this like massive gravitational explosion. And the dude animated that panel alongside like I think like 4 other pages, and it looked incredible. I was like, and there's another dude who did like JJK too, where he was like Itadori, like I guess like gathering cursed energy. And I was like, dude, don't let Mappa see you, brother. They're fucking knocking on your door. Like, how much?
Find you. Yeah. How can we have you?
Like, we'll take you over, dude. You just don't got to sleep, right? You don't need sleep. What are you, like 20, 23, 24?
You can live your Japan dreams. Just come over.
And on top of that, like, especially with AI being introduced, right?
Yeah.
Into this, like, you could just, people who know how to work their way around AI, they'll be able to animate this.
Yeah.
Like it's absolutely crazy.
It's going to help. I mean, it's going to be like assistance wise, you know, that's going to be great.
Right.
But that's why, like, I think Ufotable, like it's crazy how their quality has not dipped at all with Demon Slayer.
Oh, they're so good.
They got better.
And then they stepped it up with the little meeting with the upper ranks.
Oh yeah.
It had that little Matrix feel to it.
Yeah. Well, that's cool. That's like a lot of anime are trying to like work with different animations, like going from like that fishbowl style where they have like there's an anime that just came out. It's no shit. It's a rom-com.
I think I know exactly which one you're talking about.
Someone showed it to me. It's the girl I like forgot my glasses, right?
Yes.
So it's
oh my god, Jack showed it to me.
The first episode they do tracking shots like they do in film.
It's insane.
They do like one shots and it's really fucking well done. And I was like, dude, this should not look this good for a slice of life, but it does. You know,
I don't know if I liked it though.
Well,
it looked great, but it hurt my eyes.
I mean, that's essentially what
But I see what you're saying. It was like it was insane.
Well, I mean, that's why like, you know, it's crazy because once again, fucking Mushoku Tensei has its own studio. They created their own studio to adapt that anime. And the animation in that is fucking crazy. Like some of the best I've ever seen. So it's wild to me that Mappa has taken on so many projects, because you do have like a number of studios who I think could potentially do it. Like I remember a lot of people when Attack on Titan season 4 came out, a lot of people were not a fan of like Mappa CGI. I mean, they worked really hard. I'm assuming they killed their animators to get it to look right, I think in part 2, but part 1 was like janky looking, right? But before that, Wit Studio was animating Attack on Titan, and that shit was gorgeous. It's like some of the best like visually I've ever seen. And I remember when Wit, I think the actual, I want to say lead animator from Wit left to go to Mappa to do Vinland Saga season 2. And I was like, I don't know why you had to leave. Like why they changed studios, because like legitimately they didn't do anything. Like Vinland Saga is not exactly like an animation intensive show. It's not.
Yeah, especially like, season 2. It's just
like
really talking.
They're fucking farming in season 2, baby. We like that's essentially what.
Yeah, I was gonna say season 1 was more intense, right, than season 2.
Oh, dude, season 1 was like straight up just action.
Like, I haven't seen that one yet.
Very violent.
I haven't. I've just heard about it.
Yeah.
Like people were kind of upset about season 2 because they didn't realize season 1 was like the prologue.
They did not. They're like a whole season of this shit. What the fuck? But yeah. So like you go to Ufotable and they're just like, dude, we don't miss here. Like because I think their first big entry was like the Fate series.
Oh,
I have that on my list.
Yeah, Fate Stay, Unlimited Blade Works. They just released a movie too. It wasn't animated by Ufotable, but it came out on Crunchyroll recently. But yeah, like they just don't miss on anything. So that's why like they can take their time, and because of just how popular like Demon Slayer is right now, I don't think you're ever going to see like a full season, like 24 episodes, even though you could make that final arc 24. You don't have to if you want to maintain that level of quality. It's kind of like that's why it's wild to me that MHA has like, I don't know how big their seasons are. It's more than 24 episodes. It's like fucking 60 or some shit. I'm just kind of shocked that like Bone Studio, which is like one of my favorite animation studios, is able to like maintain a level of like that really high quality. More than like they're probably, or I think they only take on like one project a year. Unlike Mappa's like 10.
Literally, we don't sleep.
It's like, is that a slice of life? Get that shit out of here. Like, give me Chainsaw Man. Give me all this other wild shit. But Ufotable just, I think they're only known right now for like Demon Slayer, so they can just kind of ride this high. That's why I think season 3.
They don't need anything else right now.
Yeah, like their CGI blending got a lot better in season 3.
It still like was a little strange from time to time
with the big fishes.
Yes, with the big fishes. I was even saying,
I was trying to laugh. I was like, look at them little fishes. What are you gonna do? You gonna hurt somebody?
They're so gross.
And then they proceeded to fucking murder a bunch of people, and I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
They're real goddamn threatening.
Okay.
Yeah. But for the most part, I was like, I like this season. I thought it was really good.
I think it was.
I liked it.
I kind of agree with Ryan. Like, I thought it was okay.
Yeah,
but I know it was a lot of people's favorites.
Yeah, I could see if someone wanted to call it like a filler arc, but I'm like, it really advanced the plot.
Yeah, no, it's definitely necessary. I just think it was.
You definitely needed it for character building.
The beginning was slow, but the ending definitely made up for it because you got all the big.
What's
the big
fucking
reveals.
wild is that they kind of showed you just how powerful some of the other Hashira are.
Yeah.
Right? Like, you thought Tengen was a monster, which he was. Like, don't get it twisted. Like, all of them are fantastic.
Twisted.
But, dude, fucking, you got the Love and Mist Hashira who just look like they're on another fucking level of strength. Right? They were like pretty much... she was pretty much fending off an upper moon.
Yeah, I was literally going to say, she was literally, like, 1v5ing the one demon.
Which was insane, right? And then, obviously, Muichiro just, like, no diffed fucking an upper moon by himself. I was like, okay, dude, chill. Relax, kid.
Yeah, once he actually like kind of took it seriously, because at first he's like no motivation, but then I think when he regained his memories and then was like remembered what he was fighting for, he's like, all right, fuck this, like fuck this bubble, fuck these like spikes in me, like because the spikes, the spikes were insane.
His moment of like locking in was very cool. He's like, okay, cool, and then he had his demon mark, the Demon Slayer mark appear in his head.
Yeah. I that was another one of my favorite parts is like when they started getting the Demon Slayer mark.
Yeah, I just think it's weird that like Tanjiro was the first one to get it. Like what? I think Guillaume has his. I'm assuming because he's the most powerful. He's the most senior, most powerful Hashira. But yeah, I just thought that was.
I don't really want to spoil this.
That's all we
do. I don't know if I should say it.
Nice.
Right. Nice. If you don't want to know about the mark, leave right now. I'm giving you 5 seconds. Didn't they say like when one of them gets it, the others like start to get it very quickly? I remember reading something about that, like because Tanjiro got the mark, but then it like progressed, and that's why Muichiro got his, and then Homegirl got hers. Like it starts to go faster.
I don't know. I don't remember, but I do know like once they get that mark, there's like I was telling Jack I think a couple episodes ago, where essentially when he was like attacking the final upper moon and kind of like saw into his body, right? That's an ability that comes with the mark. So I think they call it like the other world or something like that, or the hidden world. So that ability is like pretty much needed to kill some of the demons because you can see their vital organs. And so that's going to play a huge part in the Hashira training and then the final arc of the show. So yeah. I really like how they really adapted it. Like I don't, like I said, I don't think Ufotable misses in like putting out or connecting the dots. Like, so, when you see something on paper, you're like, sometimes some artists are not as good as push in terms of putting out action. You have like, they can give you like hints of what they're doing, or you can just kind of put it together. Ufotable's like, don't fucking worry about that. We'll do it for you. We get the vision, brother. Like we'll take it from here. And so I'm really interested to seeing like how they take some of the bigger action set pieces, because essentially when they get past the training arc, it is all gas. Like there's like
nose going down, y'all.
And it becomes incredibly brutal. Like there are like a lot of heartbreaking things happening. It is very fucking dark. That's why, like, in terms of like
Okay, you
shonen,
see them.
in terms of like shonen, JJK and Demon Slayer probably have some of the darker moments.
Which
I've
is
seen.
crazy for Demon Slayer. Like, so just this is if you have to take one thing out of this podcast today, buckle your seatbelts.
Yeah, it's yeah, we're not fucking around after this. Like,
Not fucking around.
you kind
at
of saw
all.
like how like so you saw essentially, in my opinion, like 4, 5, and 6. Like, they're strong. We get that. They can go 1-on-1 with some Hashira.
And I can't wait to see
have
those.
troubles. You go 3, 2, 1. It's an entirely different ballgame.
Yeah.
Like most of them will require 2 to like 4 people to take on.
And
Yeah,
Akaza is off his
Yeah.
fucking rockers.
And Akaza is like
He's-
considered
he's-
to
I
be
mean,
as
you've already
Rogue
seen that.
too.
Yeah, you've already seen how we did with Rengoku.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Akaza is like pretty much like one of the most. I think his entire fight is so fucking cool. He has like one of the best. Yeah, I was like, holy shit.
But he already wants to fuck up Doma and what's his name? Kokoshibu?
Yeah. The one.
One.
I love how like threatening he was. Like, you're gonna cut my head off? Okay, go ahead and try. I was like, everyone here just wants to be competitive, you know. But yeah,
Yeah, I like the fact that he's not afraid to do it. Like,
No.
No, he's
just-
not.
that's
He's
essentially
an
who like
absolute
Akaza.
menace.
Akaza's whole backstory is probably I would say the best of all the demons. Also,
Mhm.
the most tragic, right?
Mhm.
Um,
I was gonna say I'm excited for his backstory, but also it's gonna be really sad.
Oh yeah, like his is probably the one I'm like, you know what? That actually kind of makes sense why you do that. The
Yeah.
rest of them, I'm like, Doma, you're just an asshole.
Yeah, literally,
Yeah. I
literally.
always sense that
Again, fuck you, Doma.
Yeah, I always sense that he's trying to prove to himself, like not to anyone else, just prove to himself that he can, like,
That he
oh, you
can,
know what,
yeah,
I can
be up
be the
there.
best.
What is
you
the there's what is that TikTok thing say? Some people just ask me if I like fighting, man. I just like to fight. That's a comment, essentially.
Yeah.
Some people ask me why I like fighting. It's like, brother, I just like to fight. Like, that's just him. Hands all
really
day.
Like, at least everyone, like, you can kind of reason it, you know, like, okay, like, you had a really shitty backstory. Doma, when it gets to it, he's just a fucking dickhead.
Oh,
bro.
terrible.
Just a dickhead.
Even Kokoshiba,
Some-
like the one, his is actually, it's interesting because like his isn't really, I would say, no, they actually do kind of speak about it when they actually do go into his backstory about like how he felt. Like, his shit is pretty heartbreaking too. I was like, oh, okay, I get it. Like, I get it. Doma, though, go fuck yourself, bro.
Yeah. Wait, guys.
Wait,
Well,
Doma views himself as like
he's a
royal,
god.
like a king.
yeah,
yeah,
like
he's
a
a god.
god. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's
Because
you know,
based on the most recent season, all I see is just like someone worshiping him.
oh yeah,
So it's just like,
so he's
Yeah.
he's pretty much the head of this cult.
god damn.
I
mean-
can't wait till they get to his more.
Yeah, his backstory intertwines with a certain character.
That's what I'm saying. I'm excited for it. I'm not gonna say it
Nah, it's
because I think that's a great
I
one.
kind of got it spoiled, and
No.
I'm just like,
No!
oh no.
It's such a good. It's a good
It's
reveal.
really
So we'll
good.
we'll keep it for season.
Like I'm
4.
also
Hasn't-
sad
hasn't
about
been
it too,
spoiled
but
for
I
me yet.
yeah.
We'll spoil it for Jack right now.
No.
La la la. I'm gonna
Jack,
mute.
what are you expecting? Give me like what are you expecting for this upcoming season, for this final push? Like, what do you think is going to happen?
Before the final arc?
Yeah.
I think we're gonna see more of
Your bestie's coming back.
Iguro?
What? Who?
Yeah, the serpent, Ashira.
Oh,
Oh.
And
Obito?
there's still a lot of people we haven't seen a lot of, like the Wind Serpent.
Sammy has a big role.
Mhm, mhm.
Yeah.
Do we see much of the water, Ashira?
Gyu?
Not
No.
really.
You've only
No,
seen him
I
like
think you
season
see
1.
him more.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think we're gonna see a lot more of them, and probably more of Muzan trying to figure Nezuko
Fucking
a little bit
Muzan.
more.
Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
Worst,
And I think
worst
He's gonna
antagonist.
moonwalk up there. Where is she?
And it'll probably involve him sending Doma and Akaza out. I wonder if I can see them getting into some fights, but no deaths. Maybe no major death.
Yeah, I'm really wondering how Ufotable is going to handle the next few arcs, because we're talking like, and I agree with Chibi because we talked about them having a movie. I could totally see that, but
They
should do
could,
the movie.
but they could also pull off some shit like Attack on Titan. I'm just throwing that out there. Like,
Oh,
Fucking
it would be
Attack on Titan.
frustrating because I loved how like Attack on Titan did part 1 and part 2, and then they put out like one episode, right? For like, that was like an hour and a half long. Like part 3's coming, boys. I'm like, dude, how the fuck are you guys getting away with this shit, man?
Mm.
We have to give Mappa more naps before they get cranky.
Please give
So-
Mappa naps.
So are we gonna see the origin with upper rank 1 and
Yes.
the other guy
Yes.
Mhm.
in the next? Arc?
Either the next arc or the arc afterwards, in the Infinity arc. I can't remember, but I can tell you, like, I think Demon Slayer is pretty satisfying in terms of its result. I will just say
Oh, yeah.
it gets
Absolutely.
incredibly bloody. Like, we're
I believe that.
talking, if you
I also said buckle in your seats.
yeah,
Yeah,
It-
I would say this is probably my favorite anime.
like, yeah, I mean, like, in terms of like quality, I think it's, great. I've always had a beef with people who are like, I don't, like Demon Slayer because the plot's like simple, and that's fine. The plot doesn't
It
have to
gets
be,
it.
dog. It's a
Yeah, it doesn't have to
shonen.
be, like-
These shonens
doesn't
do
have to
not
be
have to be
crazy.
fun complicated, right? This is not like a seinen, Like, I
It's a
don't
common theme: demons and fighting and
like even JJK stuff. Like JJK gets convoluted. It really
Yeah.
fucking does. Like at some points
it's a very
because
confusing story.
Is it
And-
like right after the Shibuya arc? I think it gets like
well,
extra crazy.
well, here's the
Like, kinda
reason. Here's the
They
reason why
skip a lot of
Geiji,
things, don't
who's
they?
the mangaka, right? Geiji, he's like, I think he's planning on working on another project. So it feels like some parts are really rushed, and like the final part until they get to like, I would say, some of the really big impactful fights. But for the most part, I was like, are we just kind of burning through shit like right now? Like, is there something going on? Because there's like no build up to certain things. We're just seeing people just straight up scrap the entire time. But with Demon Slayer, like, there's ample, you have like almost 200 chapters, right, of content. You're actually getting a really clean anime. There's little to no filler, or like rarely. And if the filler's there, it's like in the final like parts of the episode where they're all, for some reason, I don't know why anime does this. They like put like that joking shit in it. I'm like, bro, multiple people just died. People were murdered,
People die.
That little girl got ripped in half. Like, why are we making a joke about this right now? Like, what's going on?
Bro.
Right. So I really feel like Demon Slayer, it's not meant to be overly complex.
Yeah.
Right. And I think that's something that people either have to accept, because that's essentially how like shonen work,
Mhm.
because you're trying to maintain, the fucking audience's attention with the action and stuff like that, and having a compelling protagonist go through their struggles, that type of stuff. But I just hate the fact that I hate the fact that people keep saying that. I'm like, guys, like,
I think it's one of those things where they just want to hate because they want to hate. They have to find something.
Some people are
It's
never
a
happy.
solid anime,
don't get me wrong. Like, yeah, I mean, should there, what do you want? Like, do you want Tanjiro to like die from his injuries? Like, you can't let him die. He's the fucking main character. You know what I mean?
That'll
Like,
kill the show.
He's
Yeah.
a lovable main character. That's completely fine. But like when you watch JJK, you're gonna fucking start, like, especially Jack, man. I really want to see your reactions throughout the season. We'll get on that. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we'll have a whole thing on that.
and I want
'Cause
you,
I
like,
also
when you get to
dropped the
like
manga
to the sad scenes, I want
mid-thing.
Jack just take selfies of you crying.
I
Mm.
think I'm gonna
No,
cry. Jack, we'll
hold
cry
on, hold on.
together.
The saddest scene I've seen from JJK was the end of the movie.
Oh, when fucking he has
he releases
that
the
was
curse?
sad. It's
Yeah.
gonna get worse. Don't worry.
I'm sure.
Damn,
I'm
I
sure.
haven't even watched the
Don't
movie
get
yet.
it
You
gets
haven't watched the movie?
Right, go,
Wow.
It
go watch it right now.
worse.
So that's why I don't know. I watched the first episode of this new season,
Mhm.
and it feels like it's a flashback.
You're missing
Right.
Oh.
Of
So the
like,
first
Like
5
half, right?
yeah, the first
The
like
movie
6
is
no
a
no
prequel.
So the first 6 episodes, what I've read, the first 6 episodes of this season are going to be the flashbacks of like Gojo, and it's gonna
Oh,
like,
Yeah.
so
when they
I-
were in school.
so here's what I'm
yeah.
gonna say: there are characters you really need to pay attention to because they do have connections to characters that are currently there in the plot. Okay, so pay attention to that
okay.
shit. Yeah. So if you're like who's this fucking nerd? Like, why does this guy sound like Dio from JoJo? Like that's
Yeah.
because it is Dio. Like, all right, like
Bruh.
that is Dio. So pay attention to that stuff, right? And then it'll all come together. I think the Shibuya arc is so fucking well done in terms of like the way it's structured, the way the impact is, and it also shows off just how fucking brutal and like devastating Gojo is as a character. Like, this dude has no fucking chill, like, at all. If you want to see him with like essentially no care in the world, you're gonna see it here. Like, this is the first 6 episodes are probably gonna do a really good job of adapting what is essentially like the start of him being this really cocky, uber
yeah,
powerful
that's what I
character.
got from watching the first episode. Yep.
Yeah, so it's essentially, that's why I was really confused. Like, okay, so they put the movie out. I was like, man, because that arc was pretty long in the manga, but Shibuya is nonstop action.
So the movie is
want to.
before this. No, it's
Season
after
1.
this.
So
This
it's
flashback,
The
right?
movie's before season 1.
It's movies before season 1. It's like a year. It was I guess like it's a year or 12 to 14 months prior, right? And then the first couple episodes are like 3 to 4 years or like something longer than that.
Before that.
Before
Okay.
that, yeah.
Gotcha.
And you kind of get more information about like sorcerers and curses and like how the world works and how strong Gojo, Geto, and like the other characters they introduced and stuff like that. Like I think a lot of people when they saw the fuck's her name, Shoko, they were like, "Is that Nobara?" And I was like, "No, that's they look exactly alike though."
Yeah, that's what I thought too.
Yeah,
right?
that's what everyone thought. That was kind of wild. I was like, "Why the fuck did they do that?" But like basically,
see, I haven't watched the episode 1 yet.
Yeah, basically, like whatever you see that happens in that first 6 or so episodes is going to like literally have a large impact in the upcoming Shibuya season. So
yeah, I already have so many questions, especially because of like the first season. Oh man, I don't know.
He's like, I don't know if I'm gonna know, man.
I have a lot of emotions about it right now, but I'm gonna keep it at bay.
No, I mean, that's basically how it is, right? I mean, if you have questions, like fucking, I'll answer them. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Ken's like, I'm ready to spoil. I'm ready to spoil.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, is it Geto? Is that his name? The bad guy with the
the scar on his head,
long hair.
Yeah. Like because this is the past, so I'm just like, so he used to be good.
They went to school together.
Yeah, they were best friends.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha. So I just want to see.
Oh, you'll see.
Happens.
Oh no, you'll see. Yeah, you'll see. Don't worry.
You'll see.
Don't worry. You'll see.
Because
I saw it's very important for the plot.
All of your questions will be answered in the first 6 episodes. Yeah. And then you're going to be fucking confused and upset and shit like that in the next, was it fucking 18 or some shit or something?
Me upset.
You're gonna be
Wait, are they doing like this whole like going back in time?
No. So here's how it's going to work.
Yeah.
Right? So season 1 was essentially like that's current time. And then the movie was a year, 12 to 14 months prior to that. Right. And then you have the first 6 episodes, which just pretty much tells it's a prequel story. It tells you who Geto is, who fucking Gojo is, all that type of stuff, like how they became the way they became. And then there are characters who are going to appear in that prequel who will appear in the Shibuya arc. And that arc is the current arc, and it's called the Shibuya incident. And so it's like fucking,
Damn.
It's such a long, dude. It was crazy.
It's so long.
I think it was like almost 2.5 years to like get to like the point where it was, right? And then
so is this arc going to be split
for the manga?
Seasons? Yeah, the manga was long. Dude, this arc was fucking long. It was like 60.
Yeah, I literally had to stop. I stopped it. I dropped it at a certain point.
Yeah. Like when I tell you, like, if you think Demon Slayer is brutal, which I do think it is for a fucking shonen, JJK is like completely going to like absolutely show you how fucked up this show is. Like if in the first season you were upset when that kid was killed, right? When Yuji was like trying to make friends with that kid and he ended up dying.
That broke me.
And then they fucking tease you because like they kept showing the goddamn intro, or I think it was the outro or something like that. Where, like they're best friends in a picnic, and you're like, he's dead now.
Intro.
This is what Gage did. He was like, he's dead now. How are you happy? I've killed off characters. He doesn't. He takes. Like, I'm telling you right now, if you have attachments, don't
have any.
Enjoy your fucking attachments for now.
Dude, that's what I thought. That's what I thought. I saw that. Okay, I saw that moment, and I was like, oh, they're gonna be like powerful sorcerers and whatnot. So I'm just like, oh, this is great, right? Bam. Yeah, I mean, you're out of the scene.
In the first 4 episodes, they fucking kill Yuji, right? Rips his own heart out. So that's how you could tell it was different. Like I was watching it, and I was like, this is not TV anime, is it? I was like, this is fucking different. Like,
but it was different in a very good way.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It shocks you, but like I said, like once you get past the Shibuya incident and they start kind of like literally rolling into what's called the culling game, that's the next big arc. I feel like that shit, like it's kind of all over the place at times until it finally starts to get really focused. And then I'm like, this shit's really good. Like it went back to being great, but it felt like you could tell like he's like, I need other projects. Like I can't keep doing this with myself. So just be
Just
prepared.
ready for heartbreak.
Well, it
Right.
also gives way to character development, right?
Oh,
Like, I
100%.
think
Yeah,
it-
I mean, of course.
that's for any kind of anime, right? You want that character development. And that's why for this arc,
Need it.
right, for Demon Slayer, it was a great setup. Like
Yeah.
like for the next
Mhm.
upcoming arcs. Like
For
especially
sure.
at the end, threw me off. Like I was just like, what? So Muzan is just gonna kill the entire family and just go after Nezuko?
He said,
I,
Yeah.
he said,
that's why I was
Yeah.
like Nezuko. That's why I said Muzan's like probably one of the dumber antagonists because he ended up like indiscriminately killing all these people and ends up killing the people who absolutely have the ability to show you where the blue lilies were, right? So, you know, happenstance, that type of shit. But like, essentially, you get a really good. It's not a filler arc. Yeah, it's a really good setup arc to what's to come. The next two
yeah, I
arcs
definitely wouldn't
technically-
say it's filler.
the next two arcs are technically like, or the next, so like the Swordsmith Village and then the training arc are pretty much just
The
the
setup.
setup to the end.
To
And
the
they do a
final
really
arc.
good job of that. Like, hey, could they have made this a movie? 100%. Right? But once again, when you have like certain shows and you can take your time with it, you can build tension.
Yeah.
Right?
I think I would appreciated that they did the show instead of the movie.
Yeah.
Because again, like we really got the backstories of the two Hashidas and like
Yeah. Like
I'm not gonna lie, that
what-
the one villain though made me so mad with the emotions. I was like, when will you die?
Once again,
How many times can you run away?
well, once again, you're in these types of anime. I am trying to make you believe that all of these characters are going to matter until I kill them.
Yeah.
That's basically how these work.
Uh,
Dark
guys
is the same
ever,
trend that every anime is following, right? Especially nowadays. Like compared to the animes that
Well,
you saw back then.
I think a lot of, so like with shonen
I
and stuff
see
like that, it's really weird because like with Naruto and One Piece and stuff, like they're pretty much like your prototypical. They can have moments of darkness, but it's never really sustained, right? The good always wins, but like usually the cost of it is minimal. Right, I know in Naruto, like I didn't like the fact that Jiraiya got killed. I always felt that was kind of cheap. Like they just kind of had it happen.
I'm still
you know what I'm
recovering
talking
from
about?
it.
So it's kind of had to happen, but they needed it to happen because he was a very important character to both Pain and
to
Naruto.
the development, yeah.
But like now it's like, because I think that type of stuff, in my opinion, is predictable. And like modern media, especially if you watch shows like Breaking Bad, Better Call Saul, Justified, stuff like that, they don't give a shit. They'll take risks. Main characters will die, and in my opinion, should die, because it helps bring the plot along. It helps develop certain characters. It helps
takes
like
away predictability.
correct.
Too.
Yeah,
And it's more real.
Yeah, it allows you to like soak in these moments, right? Because they really hit hard. Like for example, like I tell people to watch Monster all the time, and this anime is fucking fantastic, and it's like one of the first few ones where like it's incredibly dark, and characters you really like that you end up liking end up dying pretty badly. And then it's kind of the same thing with Berserk, right? If you ever watch Berserk, you ever watch Guts' story, everyone loves the Band of Hawk when they first showed up, and then they saw like the big fucking reveal about what happened with, everyone pretty much just getting murdered. Like that crushed people because they went into pretty graphic detail about how they killed all of these characters. And Guts also lost his arm and eye. That shit. But yeah, so like you're going from like, this, the prototypical shonens, these really light anime, or these kind of like, lighthearted-esque anime to really dark anime. The balance here is like, how do you take certain anime like JJK and Demon Slayer, where you have these like really funny, lighthearted moments, and then you kind of shift that, and then you have that contrast to darkness. But they're doing it really well. One of the first anime that really tried it was Agamaka Kill, right? And I still fucking hate that anime. I don't care what anyone says.
I do too.
Because
that anime.
Tonally, it was all over the place. They no matter what happened, even when they were like really serious, fucked up, dark moments, they were still trying to make light of certain situations. Like, dude, some girl just got decapitated and her head got put on a spike. Like, what the fuck's going on? And like, the manga is better. I really think it deserves a second chance, like to get remade. But that's essentially, where we're moving into right now. Like, we're trying to remove these predictable elements and trying to get into these like really fucked up, dark situations. So that's why I'm like,
didn't they turn it into a car commercial?
I don't.
Yeah, right. I think they did. Yeah.
Maybe.
Try to bring it back.
Maybe. But that's basically.
Have you guys ever seen the abridged versions of these shows?
Yeah.
They're so fucking funny. I'm gonna send y'all the abridged version of Demon Slayer seasons 1 and 2.
I love that. I love that shit.
That's fucking.
But basically,
hilarious.
that's what you're getting now. So you're getting like unpredictable shows, and it's really fun to watch.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Because you have some people who are really deep into the manga, right? Who've read it, like me and Chibi. And we're like, I can't wait for you guys to fucking experience this. And then you have people who are like watching it and like, dude, why the fuck would they do that, right? And I love seeing reactions on social media because people are just like really attached to these characters, and then certain characters get killed. They didn't like Better Call Saul, shit like that with a couple of characters. And I was like, holy shit, they just murdered that dude. Like, what the fuck? That's insane. That dude like had like a major, like he had like, but my whole thing is like, if they ever do a backstory on a character, they're dying. That's all you need to know. If you ever dive into a character, they're probably dead. Like, just letting you guys know right now.
Yeah.
All the hopes.
Yeah.
This is fine.
You have to make
This
it
is fine.
unpredictable because of all the how many animes are out there right now?
Hundreds.
I mean, too many. And
So
and
many.
they're all-
I have
same
told people,
plot.
man, I've been watching like anime since the 90s, bro. We used to get like maybe like six.
I think
or
we talked
seven-
about this. Yeah.
6 or 7 a year, and now we're getting like 20 a season or some shit.
Definitely
Right.
spoiled. Very spoiled now.
Yeah, they just
compared to back then.
they literally just like updated the new Rurouni Kenshin. Jack, I forgot to tell you about that shit. It's
Oh.
out on Crunchyroll. It's actually the first episode was really good. Very shocking.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll have to add that. You know what I watched this past weekend?
What'd you watch, bud?
It's another one of these long ass
Get
titled
the fuck
shows.
at it. No.
Hey, please don't tell me it's a vending machine one.
No,
That was
it's
great.
not that one.
You
It's
sound like
called-
Jock. He
It's
said it was
called-
peak. Yeah, literally, exactly. Look, he just said it right now in chat.
That's what I'm
bro.
saying. That's what I'm saying, Jack. They don't understand.
No, it's called Suppose a Kid from the Last Dungeon Boonies Moved to a Starter Town.
What the fuck?
Wait, that's the title?
Yes.
They adapt.
What?
It is actually really good though. It's
So
fucking funny.
so when you adapt light novels, they usually have incredibly
Yeah.
long titles.
Mhm.
No, it's really good. I would recommend this. It's about 12 episodes long.
Not bad.
I'll take a game.
One season only?
One season's all you need, to just.
Gotcha.
It's another one
Bro.
of them. It's another one of them. It's like the OP main character.
Yeah, it's an isekai.
Completely doesn't understand how strong they are.
I want you to watch ReZero, Jack.
Ugh,
ReZero?
no.
You want to see you want to see a
No.
dark, fucked up anime?
No.
ReZero. Go ahead.
No.
Wait, Rizzo is what? Fate?
No.
Is that Fate?
ReZero
Oh.
hurts.
ReZero
What is
is
ReZero?
No,
it's
Fate has a
ReZero
a
is
series
like
called
it
Zero, I
starts off like your typical
No.
isekai. Dude just kind of shows up in a different world, but here's the thing, he wasn't killed, right? Just kind of shows up in a
Oh,
different
I've
world.
seen
Yeah.
this before.
Yeah, he just shows up in a different world
Is
and
this
then
on Crunchyroll?
I think it's on Crunchyroll. And then it just
Yeah.
absolutely has some of the most tragic graphic moments I've ever seen. I was like, this show is fucked up
hurts.
and good.
Oh, it's 5 seasons.
Jock recommends it, right,
Oh
Jock?
shit, longer than that. Wait, what?
No.
How many seasons are there?
Oh, there's-
So many.
I don't like how Crunchyroll does this, or if this is how the publishers do it.
Oh,
Where
when
it
they
goes
do it?
from S1, S2, S9, S32, S33.
Yeah, that is kind of dumb. They
I'll check it out. I'll add it to my list.
just want you to watch the show, bro.
Yeah, ReZero hurts.
All right, watch that long ass title I told you.
Put that bad boy in the chat and I'll check it out.
All right.
All right, holy shit.
Cry.
We talked about season 3, right? Recapped all that stuff.
Mhm.
Chibi, what do we got in terms of, does anyone have questions in the
Chat,
chat?
this is the one I
Yeah,
was
chat. Do
talking
you
about.
guys have any questions? It could be about season 3 of Demon Slayer. Anything you guys want to talk about? While chat thinks of some questions, let's have a quick recap. So final thoughts of season 3. Final thoughts. Ken, let's have you go first.
Solid. Moving on.
Nice. I'm out. Later.
I hate you so much. Jack, what were your thoughts? Your final thoughts about it?
It was good. I mean, I'm still fairly new to the anime world. I'm about a
Mhm.
year and a half. So I don't have a lot to compare it to. Although I will say the last probably 6 months I've been watching a lot of random ass
Proud of you.
animes. But I do notice that a lot of the stories are the same, and these companies do need to go about creating some kind of unpredictable story, so then people don't get bored. And I think Demon Slayer's been doing pretty good, unless it's you guys who read the entire manga before watching the series. So
I'm sorry. Okay, so the reason I read it was because I watched season 1 and I was like,
No,
I need to know what happens.
it's
I'm
fine.
so impatient.
I liked it.
Sounds like you
It's
fucking hating right now. I don't understand.
it's
We got that insider
What do
knowledge.
you mean?
I mean, that's why I got to bounce all these questions to y'all.
100%. It's fine.
Mhm.
I'm like one of them people sometimes where I'm watching a movie and I have a question I gotta ask.
Are you that person like
It's
that's,
okay.
like,
You
in the
gotta
theater?
That's
fucking
what my
wait,
mom
bro.
is.
Hey, yo, who got shot right now?
What happened? No, it's okay. When I was growing up, I used to have to stop movies with my mom because she'd be like, "What's going on?" And I have to give her like a whole synopsis
Dude,
of the last 30 minutes.
me and Brad just recorded like the DLC for Remnant, right? The
Mhm.
final DLC. We were beating it, and there's a scene where the character, like this character, like creates this portal, and I wasn't paying attention. I was like, "Who the fuck created that portal right there, Brad?" And he's like, "Dude, the character." I was like, "What?
What character?
How he do that so fast?
Who, what, when, where, why, how?
How do you do that so goddamn fast? What the fuck?"
No, I'm ready. I'm ready to see the training arc
Okay.
and then this final arc you guys are talking about, especially the backstory between the two now I know
The brothers,
family members.
Yeah. Okay,
the two
okay.
distant cousins.
Yeah, right.
Literally drinking acquaintances. All right, Rye, final thoughts. Final thoughts again. Thank you for being on the podcast.
Yeah,
What was your overall view of the season 3?
The
The Shimmy King.
like I said, good, not great. If you're not reading the manga, the only thing that really surprised me was up until the end.
Mhm.
Just I have so many questions about how they're gonna carry on the next 2 arcs and whatnot.
Right.
So it's gonna be very interesting. Now I want to read the manga to see what really happens because I've
It's
on
not
TikTok
long.
again. It's
yeah.
very much like just like I get glimpses of these
Mhm.
panels, and I'm kind of like, whoa, that's really dark.
Yeah,
And
and
but
you
it's
should.
great.
Like you could
Um,
literally start off where this arc is,
Yeah.
yeah.
and you probably have not even
Mhm.
100 chapters left.
One thing about Demon Slayer is they're very consistent. They have been very consistent about their art style, which is why I got hooked in the very beginning.
Mhm.
2, this was a much needed, like just kind of like a breather from the second season, right?
Mhm.
But again, very much a setup for the next couple arcs. So overall, good. I'm excited to see what's next.
Oh
you know?
yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. Thank you, friends.
Chibi?
I definitely agree.
What's your final thoughts?
Oh, thank you.
Nice.
No, I agree.
Moving on.
I'm
Nice catch.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, he replaced Brad, bro. Okay, well,
Moving
fuck
on.
me. All right. So questions from chat because my opinion doesn't matter. All right, which breathing style do you want Tanjiro to steal next?
Ooh,
Jack?
Ooh.
Yeah, whatever the love Hashira breathing is.
That would be really funny seeing him.
That would be kind of funny. I think the
Okay.
wind.
What is it called? Is it called
Love breathing.
It's
Yeah.
love
Okay.
breathing. It's literally love breathing.
Fun.
Wind.
The wind.
Yeah. Very violent, very brutal.
I'd like to see him do the mist. You know, I'm biased against
Yeah,
mist.
the mist.
Ryan, what do you think?
Good movie, by the
What's
way.
the question again?
Like, if
Breathing.
Tanjiro had to steal another breathing style, what would it be?
If he had to steal, damn. Not even like ask for permission or consent.
Yeah, no,
like,
just
He
straight
didn't
steal.
ask Zenitsu and
Wow.
he did that thunderclap.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah. No, actually, didn't they talk about it? Didn't Zenitsu give him any kind of pointers? Right? There was like a brief moment. No.
Oh, he did have that flashback. But was it Zenitsu that said it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think so. I think it was like a brief conversation about like, how
Yeah.
you can.
You can think about it.
Oh damn. And it can only be a Hashira's breathing. Yes.
Yeah.
Stealing
Yeah.
it. Hmm.
Damn, that's tough. I swear I was about to say American breathing, but
Give him the shot.
Give
Give him the
him-
licking.
You know what? No,
Tanjiro
that's
hold the
fair.
Glock,
That's
just
fair.
Like, oh, yeah,
You could say that. You know, Tanjiro
know.
just pulls up with the Glock. Like, that's fair.
Oh my god. Welcome to the Rising Sun.
Yeah.
You know, here's my Glock. It's like,
Wait a minute, that's actually good. Yeah, welcome to the
oh my
Rising Sun.
God.
Pop.
you know,
I'll take that if you want.
starts having the mark translate into his Glock and just like, whoa, there's so much fire. Oh my god.
My God.
Call it a John
I
Wick.
mean, all jokes aside,
He is the gunpowder.
I breathe freedom.
Yeah.
well, I have yet to see what Koime's breathing is.
Oh, the stone breathing?
Is it stone breathing?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would want
That'd be
Tanjiro
interesting.
to yeah,
It's gonna be fun
just
to see.
because
Maybe he just starts crying.
yeah,
I don't think physically like Tanjiro would be able to do it because Guillaume is so fucking strong. That's essentially
who
why he
knows?
has that breathing style. His breathing
I
style
mean,
is
who
like
knows? Plot armor, you know, right?
Yeah, that's true.
You know,
He
There's
just
main
gonna be a
character.
moment.
he's just taking creatine in the fucking in the train.
Just in the back off
We're
screen.
let me
Where's
get
my
my gains
protein
in.
shake?
yeah, I don't know where he just has a needle, just like, oh my god, you know, just starts moving.
We're
and
just
shit.
doing-
Fucking snorts it.
We're doing 4 reps
Oh
of
my
12. Let's get it in right
Yeah,
now.
you know, just oh my god,
It's not stone, it's stoned.
Yeah, stoned.
stoned. Yeah,
Not stone breathing, stoned.
yeah,
Stoned.
just stoned. Not even breathing, just stoned. It's just-
Yeah, not even
You know,
breathing.
him and Zenitsu are gonna be best friends.
Oh my God.
oh yeah,
God.
you know,
One
Jeez.
sleeps
Starts
all the
falling
time,
asleep.
Yeah.
comes back. You know, this is fine.
Oh
What
my
happened?
God. All right. Next question. Why upgrade the shimmy from Cup Dog? Because
Oh,
Cup
God.
Dog is fake. Cup Dog
Oh,
don't want to
damn.
watch this.
I mean,
Brad, I
essentially,
just
like,
wanna-
it's really hard to convince Brad to watch certain
Yeah, which
shows.
is fair. It's fine. You know, it's fine. Everything's fine.
Brad, I just want to let you know I've been
It's just
watching
what
every
happens
podcast.
when you don't watch
I
a show.
appreciate you. It's a privilege to just be on here, so just get that off the
You
bat.
don't have to
chat,
say that.
okay?
We don't. It's not a privilege to be on the podcast with Brad, bro. Like, don't trip. All right. We're just fucking here. I don't know if you saw the last episode because I had to edit it. I was like, why the fuck is Squoze talking about poop the entire time, bro?
Yeah, no, I
Dennis thought
just
Squoze was
watched that,
Raph. I really
actually.
thought
funny.
Squoze was Raph. I
So
was like,
funny.
Raph?
I was
Is this
like,
your
I was like, bro, we're trying to fucking attract viewers, not fucking push them away with some of the shit you were
Yeah,
saying,
I
bro.
re-
You ever
replayed a
hang
couple
with
of those
Squoze
moments
for a
because
bit?
I
He's
thought-
the funniest fucking dude ever.
I need we need hours to get to this fucking subscriber count. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't have Squoze pushing them away.
Oh yeah, no, that's great because it's great for attention, right? Like if you're in that, you know, market, you know, it's it gets people's attention. So
It's a
Gets the
whole
kids
new
going.
community.
oh yeah.
Oh
Yeah,
God, it's
yeah.
the cursed movement.
Yeah.
I don't know if we want that community.
I
Jack.
don't need that fucking weird kink here, bro. Get that fetish out of here, dude.
Someone's gonna be like, "So where's the poop? Why are you not talking about poop this
That's
episode?"
just because you and I remember 2 Girls, 1 Cup doesn't mean everybody else
Oh
has
my
to, bro.
God.
Oh god.
Oh.
Yeah.
I
Why'd
know
you have
what
to bring
that
that one up?
is. Why?
I'm
Why?
out.
All right,
I'm
all
out.
right, all right.
It's just-
Thank you for coming to this episode
Hey,
so much. You did not
Chat,
just say that
please do
shit.
not Google that unless you're in like
No,
private.
no,
and
fuck
fucking-
that.
No.
Do that.
No.
Just open
Do
a private
not-
session.
Let me tell you
Do
how
not listen
let me
to
tell
Cat.
you what we did.
VPN.
When I was in the Navy, we were overseas, bro. We up in the berthing. We're like, hey, y'all want to see a video? Show me.
No.
Now
Like,
between that and
that's
the
fucked
BME
up.
Pain Olympics,
Bro, get the fuck.
Okay, I don't know what that
They
is.
should show
I'm
that
gonna
shit.
keep it that way. I'm gonna keep it that way.
That shit's funny, bro. I don't give a
yeah,
fuck.
why
what it
were
was.
we in a time where we were just fucked up on?
Yo, there's some wild.
I'm not
shit,
googling
bro.
that one because I know what 2 Girls 1 Cup is. Okay,
Okay, BME is
sixth
worse.
grade, sixth
Beam-
grade.
Oh, hold on, hold on.
Throwbacks.
What's that dude that fucking does kid shows right now? And he did a YouTube with his buddy where they're like, the fuck is his name?
do
Chat.
they do?
Somebody's got to know.
What they do?
He had a video, not on YouTube, but he had a video where he's like crapping on his friend, and like he
What?
became this child
Hello?
like, show star.
Oh,
What's his fucking
that
name?
dude's he was in the Navy too.
Oh my God. I don't know if you should say that with pride.
Deployments are boring, bro. You know,
So you just gotta do stupid shit.
if I'm not fucking
Literally.
fighting fires or some shit, bro, like we got nothing else to do. You know what I'm saying?
What the hell? Something about the
What-
Navy.
Yeah.
What do you think? A
Jesus.
ship just like stays like cool the entire? Fuck no, man. That shit like catches on
We
fire. all the
really
goddamn
see
time.
you. My pronouns are USA.
Exactly.
Oh, God.
Exactly.
Oh my God. Okay. I think we had another one. Should ask, do you guys acknowledge the fact the author said the visual effects like the swirling water and lightning
called that
isn't
shit.
real, and just for the viewer to better visualize the fights.
I said that shit.
Just
I said
like
that shit. I
how-
think Jet got mad at me. He was like, "No, they're doing stuff."
Just
Wait,
like
what?
how in JJK the Sakuna marks on Itadori aren't actually showing up. I did not know that.
Oh, you know that part? Yeah.
Interesting.
I guess that makes sense.
You
don't
can only see it if
confuse
you can
the
see
two.
cursed energy and stuff like that. If you can only see cursed spirits, you can only see
What
those.
the
Those
fuck?
spirits. Yeah, well, I mean, you ever
What did I
notice
get
why
mad
in
about?
JJ? You ever notice in JJK where
They
like,
get
no one
confused.
else
You know what?
notices the spirits?
That's
or the
very
cursed
fair.
energy?
Yeah, that's
Oh
fair.
yeah.
The only people who can see it are those who are fucking acclimated or
Oh yeah, that was
I
in
got
the very
mad about
beginning.
that?
Yeah.
What's
Didn't
that?
get mad
Mhm.
about that.
No, you got
Like
mad
in
about the
One
fucking
Piece,
when I told you about how like
Hockey's
the
invisible.
author had said all of these like breathing techniques, like all that stuff you're seeing on screen, that's not what's happening. That's just like an exaggeration of it and shit. They're really.
Oh.
I told you about that. You're like, nah, they're
They're
doing
just
it.
that fast.
They're just inhumanly
shit.
quick, you know. Like, come on, man. They're breathing
Yeah,
fire.
I'm gonna pretend it's still there.
Yeah.
Just gonna pretend.
Because it would be
Yep.
ridiculous if it wasn't. I'm like, dude, they're fighting
Yeah.
demons. Like, why are we assuming anything? Otherwise, it's just Rurouni Kenshin. That's basically what that is, bro.
True.
All right. Any last minute questions? Right. I have a question.
I have an answer, maybe.
Can you shimmy for us?
Oh god damn, I'm out.
Jimmy.
There you go.
Yeah, Ken doesn't know the shimmy.
Yeah?
Hockey is like a
The shimmy. The
somebody
shimmy. You know what?
Justin was
Ken-
saying like hockey in One Piece is
Yeah,
invisible.
Hockey.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
Mr.
So like,
Shimmy.
so
This
the
is-
I mean,
this is
the authors like they say it, but I don't think any of the fan bases believe that shit. They're just like, no, that's
I won't accept
they
it.
just straight up like reject it. Nah, that's not happening.
Oh, I have yet to catch up on One Piece. Like,
Here's a question. What's our next anime?
I don't know.
Chat, any suggestions?
Something that Brad
Any-
would watch.
If not,
Yeah,
watch
literally.
that supposed one that I listed.
Oh, we could do that.
It's 12 episodes. You
I
get
was
through
gonna
it in a
say
day.
something shorter for Brad.
But
Yeah.
Brad, what is it? Is it comedy?
It kind of reminds me a little bit how Mashal like
Something old school.
disregards like how stupid people are acting. And this guy, he doesn't understand how powerful he is. Like they're talking about these monsters and these bugs and all that, and the people he's around see these big things as a huge threat, and then he looks back and he's like, "Oh, that's just a bug," and like he just flicks them and they're destroyed. And
Okay. We'll see if Brad's agreeable to that. Hopefully.
Okay. We also have something old school suggestion. Okay, I can put that in the
Something
books.
old
What's
school.
the old school?
Initial
I
D?
mean, think of like
Initial D.
Dear
Like-
God, I haven't heard that in a long time.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
haven't
holy
either.
That
shit.
and like Slam Dunk.
I had one in mind
and-
that I forgot.
What was it?
Yeah, like those. No, I forgot what it was. I can't think of the name. But yeah, like early 2000s or 90s.
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 Wow.
Gotta watch a Gundam or something.
No.
Oh.
What is it
I
called? Like
grew up
fucking Samurai
watching
Shampoo or
Gundam
some shit like that.
Wing.
Samurai
And,
Champloo?
like,
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Like that like era. of
I
old
recommend
school.
any of that stuff, like Samurai Champloo. Fucking, we can do FMAB. Well, that's too long. That's too long.
How long are these?
Samurai Champloo is 24 episodes or 25.
FMAB
That's
was
not
one I would
But
love
that shit is
to
dope.
digest.
I love Samurai Champloo.
Samurai Shampoo, I never finished it, actually.
So the actual
I enjoyed the soundtrack.
the creator of Samurai Champloo also created Cowboy Bebop and Terror and Resonance, and like he did 2 others. Almost everything he touches is
interesting.
fucking fantastic.
Mm.
He also did Space Dandy. He was like, I think, the director on it. So if you ever watch
Oh,
Space
sweet.
Dandy, that shit is hilarious. I love that show.
We should watch Gurren Lagann.
Never watched
my
that.
opinion.
You know
Although-
What
Gurren
is it
Lagann?
called?
Gurren Lagann.
So good.
Gurren
I don't
Lagann.
like mechas.
Gurren
I hope you
Lagann is
smell-
good. I like the
Okay.
animation. I think it's a fun show.
Ooh, Soul
Does
Eater.
that have to deal with mech?
Kind
Mechs
of.
and-
Kind of.
Yeah.
Kind of. It has
Because
like
then
Oh,
I played
Gurren
like
Lagann.
yeah, Gurren Lagann.
I played games with combining
on
with
my
like
list.
all mech anime, like Gundam.
It has problems.
Gundams and,
I
like-
think Gurren Lagann. I think. God, fuck. I think Studio Trigger made that. The guys who made
I don't
Cyberpunk
remember.
Edgerunners.
Mm.
Oh,
So-
really?
Yeah. So the actual
Ooh.
style is very similar. I can't remember though. You can watch You can watch Cyberpunk Edgerunners. I mean, it's only 12 episodes.
Oh, that's only one season.
If you want to get your
Bruh.
fucking heart broken in that one too.
27.
I'm good. I'm not trying to get my heart broken anymore. I'm good.
Surprise! That was a big surprise. I think like 2 years ago, right? Edgerunners. I think it was like a year ago, 2 years
Oh.
ago. Great show.
I've heard of it, yeah.
It didn't.
Let's watch 2 Year Infinity. Oh my god.
No, we're not doing.
No,
that,
I'm
guys.
not. I literally stopped after one episode.
Why the fuck? Who suggested that?
I couldn't fucking do it.
Who suggested
No,
that?
that was me. I was fucking around.
I was gonna say.
I was thinking of
I
something
don't see it.
I was gonna say ban that person in chat.
How do
Wait,
I
was
ban
that
myself?
anime?
Pyro?
Yeah, 2 Year Infinity. Skate Your Infinity. I
don't
think is
do
like, I think.
Yeah, that one's better.
But 2
Year Infinity is just sad.
Yeah, 2 Year Infinity. If you suggest that, one, ban yourself and fucking go seek therapy, please.
Damn.
Yeah.
It's really that.
Bro, that shit is sad, dude.
It's dark. It's sad.
That is a tragic fucking anime.
No, but like on the real, like I have never truly sobbed when watching something. The first episode had me actually like dry heaving.
Oh.
Like I'm not fucking with you. I was dry heaving.
Oh.
I couldn't do it. This is when it first started coming out. I was like, I can't.
Yeah.
Yes, shock to your eternity. I couldn't do it. I said, I'm done. Fuck this. Just purged it from my brain.
Yeah, the first episode of that is actually like super rough, and I was like, who's gonna rewatch this unless you want to be fucking sad?
Like, and it apparently doesn't get any better. Like, it just gets worse.
If you guys have never watched Konosuba, I recommend you watch that. I sent Jack a little TikTok clip from Konosuba, and he Jake, remember that clip I sent you?
Oh yeah.
Kazuma sucks.
Wait, what happened?
So in Konosuba, it's an isekai, right? So Kazuma is pretty much like, I think, one of the like funniest characters. And there's a scene where they're literally it's like the end of the first season, and this lich, her name's Wiz, and she's very sweet, and she's like telling Kazuma, like, Kazuma, like, I need to suck it out, and he's like, absolutely. He didn't even like hesitate, but really what she meant was like, take his energy and shit like that.
Yeah,
that's what she meant.
He said,
he's like, absolutely. I love, dude. I'm telling that dub, Jack. If you get to watch it, Konosuba, that dub is amazing. It's probably one of the best dubs out there.
I'll have to remember.
Yeah, it's
KONOSUBA.
Anime is added to my goddamn
Konosuba.
Konosuba.
Yep.
Mm.
Fucking Chibi. The Devil's a Part-Timer. That's a funny one. The first season.
Oh, that one is good. Honestly, I'd be down for that. I gotta make a Google Doc about these. That's a really solid.
That's also
one.
a really good dub. Surprisingly, excellent dub.
Oh,
Didn't they just come out with season 2? Like it took like 5-6 years.
They're actually coming out. They're actually on part 2, season 2.
Yeah.
Which is crazy because I was like, dude, I waited fucking 10 years for this. Like,
Yeah, it was like a long time between season 1 and season 2.
I was like, what?
And like season 1 was really good.
I
think you'd like that one, right?
I was
it's
close.
Really
I was close to getting out of the Navy. I was like, what the fuck, man? Like, why now?
I watched the first episode and never picked it up again. That was because I think it was during the time that I was moving. But
it's a good one.
I liked what I saw so far.
Yeah,
like for
it's
the
funny.
First episode. Yeah.
Devil's a Part-Timer is a big surprise. That's like when they started doing like 12 episode seasons too. Yeah, which I thought was weird, but nice.
So Konosuba, there's 2 separate.
Okay, so
series.
There's 2 seasons, right? Then there's a movie.
There's an explosion on this something,
and then there's a
God's
spin-off
Blessing,
with Megumi, who is the sorcerer.
which is the original. The first God's Blessing on this.
Yeah, God's Blessing on this world.
Okay.
It is it's one of the funniest like anime I've ever watched. Like the dialogue is so sharp, whether it's subbed or dubbed, it's both fantastic. And I think they just announced like they're actually doing a season 3 for the show, like the actual original show. But yeah,
I added it to my watch
like
list.
Kazuma says the most off the cuff shit. Like all of the like what I sent you, Jack, is like just the tip of the iceberg. Like the shit that he tries to do when he's learning magic, like is like what any like 17-year-old would try to do when they try to learn magic for the first time. Like his first ability is steal. Like you can guess what he tries to steal. I just
God.
And it is so funny because he goes on fucking trial for it.
What?
Which is hilarious, dude.
Hello.
Because like every time he reacts, he has like these hard gasps, like
Me?
Okay.
All right. I think that's all the questions we have.
Awesome. Thank God.
All right.
Okay.
All right. You want to close it up? Stop playing fucking around.
Well, before we end that, because it's gonna come out on a Friday, and whoever's in chat, whoever's watching. So basically,
the one up.
So if you've ever played the game Remnant, we do have a giveaway that's going to be going live on Thursday for Remnant 2. We're giving away 3 copies because the games are on like $40 or $50 or whatever. Or I think no, it's like 40. So we're gonna give away 3 copies of it. I'm gonna force Chibi to play the game with us and Jack.
Nice. Nice.
Because there is like,
tell me when.
They have like some pretty cool classes now in the game to differentiate itself from the first game. It also looks incredibly clean. That video is gonna go live on Thursday. If you are new, I don't know, Ryan, are you live on TikTok? I assume.
Yeah, maybe like 3 out of 5 days. Yeah,
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
you know.
So like if you guys want to, like when the video goes live, all you have to do is just if you're already subscribed, just like, comment on the video, and then you're entered into the giveaway.
Nice.
We then run it for about a week, and then we're looking to push to 1,000 subscribers eventually, and then we're just gonna scuttle the entire thing. Like, we're done with it.
We'll make it happen.
We're
Done.
done.
Yeah. I heard Ken will throw it back on 1,000 subs.
And we'll throw
on
it
on
back.
on 1,000 subs, I will buy Chibi a PS5.
Ooh.
I will not.
That is the agreement.
That is the agreement. I've said
Let's
this
get it
multiple
to
times.
1,000.
So I don't lie about that. Cheap, like people know, like I do.
Yeah,
put
no,
my money
Ken's
where my mouth
very
is. Yeah, I'm very
honored
generous. Yeah, I'm
to
very
integrity.
generous about stuff. So if we do get to 1,000 subs, whenever that is this year, that's the goal. Like, Chibi gets a PS5. Now, does she get a controller? No.
Gotta
She
buy my
just
own
gets-
No, you need to
controller.
cover that by yourself.
Yeah,
This
yeah.
is fine.
Okay,
You know?
it's
Games.
fine.
Yourself. All right.
You know.
Controller, like all that stuff. Connect to HDMI cable. No, you have to get that yourself.
Yeah, you know.
PS5, absolutely.
Yeah. 1K subs on our YouTube.
Yeah, 1K
Thank
subs
you.
on our YouTube. And then Chibi, I
Mhm.
think you're gonna put out something on your Instagram too, right? On
Yeah,
Thursday.
mhm.
I'll send you a thing.
Yeah. I will this time now that I'm home.
Now that she's up.
Now that I'm home.
Because I was like asking her what Twice was, and I was like, I knew what Twice was, by the way, Chibi. Like
Bitch. I was gonna say, how the hell do you not know which Twice
my
is?
wife's like into K-pop and fucking Korean dramas and shit, and I was like, I'm gonna fuck with Chibi a little bit. Like, what is this Twice garbage you're watching?
I knew exactly you knew
That's
what it
a
was.
character
I was like,
in My Hero Academia.
bruh. I was like, shut the fuck up. And then we started
damn,
talking about
bro.
Vine.
Oh yeah, we did talk about Vine. Okay, so next episode is gonna be Pixelated Thoughts. We'll probably talk about what we're gonna do for that episode. I don't know.
We'll figure
Dog.
We will figure it out.
It's gonna
And
be
then
figure it
about
out.
K-pop and
And-
K-pop culture.
K-pop gaming,
K-pop gaming.
which would be Genshin Impact, I think, is like the only.
Yeah,
Korean,
yeah.
Like, right? I think.
I think so.
I think it's originally like Chinese.
And then what are we doing for the next Down the Rabbit Hole episode, Chibi? I forget. What do you want to do?
We were just trying to decide that.
Yeah, I mean, we could do the one Jack recommended if it's 12 episodes. The one with the really long
We will
name.
force Brad to watch, otherwise Rise back on the show or something.
Yeah, I'll watch it just in case. I got you. All right, chat. I got you, chat.
Or
I
we'll
love you.
just
I'll say it with my
we'll
chest.
bring back Jock as long as he's not talking from his fucking phone and having.
Well.
It's okay. I'll
Wait.
make him co-host with me.
Yeah,
Is that what happened last time?
dude. The
Yeah,
last
that
time
was
we had
fun.
him, bro, I was like, is he talking through his fucking phone right now? It's like, what is this man doing? Jesus, because I was gonna try to
Oh
clip
my
that
God.
episode too. I was like, I can't clip it because fucking.
With the
he's talking
Jock.
through this.
Oh my god, Jock's in the other room like, what? It's like, what are they saying?
All right, so Ryan, thanks for coming on.
Thank you so
meeting
much.
man.
I appreciate it. Thank you
Thanks,
so
thanks
much.
for like coming on the last second. We were like, Brad's not. I told Chibi, I was like, Brad's not showing up. She got fucking mad.
Listen, it was Taco Tuesdays. I was in line. I was just like, say less. You know, it gives me the opportunity to do this a lot more often, right? Because
Yeah.
it's like what I do, like my content creating, it's completely different. So it gets me prepared, right? Like in case if I want to take another route. So
Yeah.
thank you.
Have conversations,
yeah.
just talk for a little
Yeah.
bit.
Sure.
Nice, good
Yeah.
talking.
We could kind
You
of
know,
force
Yeah,
you
Brad
guys-
owes
real
us
quick.
all
No big
tacos.
Yeah,
deal. you know?
Brad owes us something. Time.
Brad owes us something.
Damn,
Time.
damn, Brad.
Not the seasoning.
God damn it.
Food Wars.
Dad jokes, bro. Yo, Food Wars. If you haven't watched it, watch it, bro.
I'm
Oh
I'm
yeah, we
si-
still have to watch.
There's a game called Dave the
Yeah.
Diver. There's like some Food War shit in it too. Like you like
Oh, you were
literally
telling
run
me
a
about the
sushi
diver.
shop. You run a sushi shop, right?
Oh god.
As you do like your diving activities, you have like farm elements. You have like the sushi shop you run,
Got a lot.
and
Damn.
you literally do these duels with like these other famous celebrities, right?
Oh.
And they can either be like really interactive. I just did one yesterday. It was like really interactive, or you just like get stuff together. But every time you like win, they do like a really crazy cutscene that reminds you of Food Wars,
Oh.
just without the
Oh.
stripping.
Check it out. Man, that's the best
Well,
part.
that's what yeah.
The yitties and the yas, bro.
the yes.
Rice, like, what the fuck?
Let's make
God
Shivi,
damn.
it's your show, so you can do the close. Please.
All right.
This is
He's
seriously
I'm
down the
begging
rabbit
you,
hole here.
Chibi.
She don't
Begging
do
you,
the, she
Chibi,
don't do the
do
fucking
something.
intro. She's like, I just do the Instagram stuff, Ken.
I literally was so prepared to do the intro, and then you started talking. I was like, all right, shit, yeah.
I was
you
like,
can go.
I'll
you
do
You
it.
can, yeah. All right. Hey, yo, picture us to throw it back, right? Hey, chill.
I will throw it back, but not for free, folks. All right, you have to subscribe to Pixelated Thoughts. Okay,
You heard
no
him first,
throwing it
chat.
back for free.
There you go.
You heard him
You know?
first.
Yep.
But just want to say thank you guys as always. Thank you to our guest Rai for coming on. Seriously, if you guys don't follow him on TikTok, Instagram, all the platforms, give him some love. Literally,
Yes,
best
please do.
vibes.
Appreciate it. Thank you
Best
very
vibes,
much.
please. Well, if you don't mind, Ken, I'll send you his link again if you don't mind linking it in our description as well.
Oh yeah. No, I have it.
Hell yeah. All right. Other than that, I will catch you guys next week on Jack's stream when we actually do Pixelated Thoughts. Other than that, I am Chibi. We are the crew. Hope you guys have a great rest of your night.
Bye, everybody.
I'm the fill-in.
Later.
I'm the fill-in, guys.